So we have a really, really special guest today. I could not feel more honored that she would be willing to come on our podcast and tell her story. This is not someone you know. She is a mother. She's a coach. She's a wheelchair basketball player and played basketball most of her life. She has
great form, might I add.
I was like, please teach me everything you know.
Literally.
And she has been through a lot. And she is going to open up on our podcast today for the first time, which is truly an honor for us that she would trust us with her story. So we're just very excited to have her come on, and we think she's going to inspire a lot of people. Amy, welcome to Click Clack. We're so happy to have you on. We had so much fun with you in the beginning and then we kept saying, we got to save it for the pod. So it was really fun. We got to know you. So everyone, this is Amy Thomsen. She is an incredible basketball player, a coach, and she's a mom to 2 teenage kids going through sport. So we have a lot to pick her brain on. But welcome to Click Clack.
Thank you. Happy to be here. Basketball specifically, sports, but basketball specifically, because that's what my kids focus on. Mm-hmm. It has created a language that we can speak even through the really hard times. And so my son, who you met, who's a full teen boy, he loves Jokic on the Nuggets, loves him. And so when Wiley is having a hard time, we just talk Nuggets. We just talk NBA basketball. So we got NBA League Pass and we just talk basketball. And I won't know anything that's going on in life, but we always talk basketball. And so the other day, Saturday night, as we all know, I'm driving home from a Forest Grove tournament basketball game. It's like 9:40, I think. We can probably all look at our clocks to remember the exact moment. And he calls me, and he has never called me to chat. Like, he's 15. Who calls his mom to chat, right? And he's like, Mom, they traded Luka for Anthony Davis. And I was like, what? He's like, Mom, no, I don't. I think maybe he got hacked. He's some guy. He's not watching anymore. He's like Shams. And I'm like, yeah, no, he's for real. He's like the new guy. You got to listen to him. I'm like, what? And he called to chat, like my 15-year-old, about the Luka Anthony Davis trade.
Just wanted your thoughts on it?
He just wanted to talk about it. I'm sorry. Just wanted to talk about it. And I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
And so it's like, I know. So that's the thing about basketball. It's like, yeah, there's the connecting with the playing. I've connected with my kids by coaching them and cheering them on, especially my daughter, because I went on with her and her group like the most. But then we talk about other elements too, like not our playing, not his playing, not how he did in his game. Like he wants to tell, like, we're going to talk about, Jokic, and we're going to talk about the trade. We're going to talk about what he, 𝗖𝗹𝗰𝗀𝗀. Like we talk about all of that. And it's a language we can constantly speak that, otherwise, sometimes I don't know what to say to him. I don't.
So you're saying I need to really learn my NBA stats?
Well, learn whatever it is that interests your kids.
No, I love
you know
that.
what I mean? Like learn those things so that you can communicate with, like when other things are shitty, you can still talk about that.
But I think the learning there is the common language.
The common language.
Like that's the learning.
Whether it's basketball, whether it's anything, it's whatever. Like if they're interested in something, learn about it.
Yeah.
So you can talk about it.
I love that.
One of my kids, because they're teenagers, said something that like kind of struck me and like made me tear up. And it was about the basketball. And I was like, this is what has gotten me through this year. And that it honestly is. And it's like focusing my attention in this keeps me from thinking too hard about how different my life has become. I have oftentimes when people are like, how you doing? Like, I'm like, I've kind of adapted like the Dory from Finding Nemo mentality of like, just keep swimming, and just keep swimming. I had to do the whole song.
We're singing a lot on the pod today. I love it. Let's keep going with this.
The basketball, it's like, it gave me like that, like it keeps me present and grounded and not thinking too much about like, what, not that I shouldn't think about what happened, because I do need to do that. I've still not totally like processed it all, and I need to do that. But it's just given me a place to focus attention and look at a silver lining here, because I haven't been able to play stand-up basketball in a long time. Like my life has been, coaching, which has been fantastic. But like, holy moly, I'm out on the court now. And I'm like going out at the halftime of Blazer games and like having a great time, flying to Alabama, it's kind of amazing. And so, yes, this sucks. Do I wish that I was in a chair? Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
But I am. And so, hey, like this basketball specifically has been such a big part of my life. You know, I'm the president of our youth basketball program for Lake Oswego. We started a rec program. We have the tournaments. Like, I'm very involved in basketball. So why not try this other thing? And I get to be the one on the court.
Yeah, I think your perspective and your outlook, you know, given the circumstance, is what is so inspiring to listen to. And that is what I was going to bring this up and you beat me to it, but just like, wow, just like the fact that you have kind of put all of your energy into something to make it in such a positive way is really just, it's so amazing to listen. And I think that that is what we really want to highlight on this episode, is just tell us more about, like, because someone who played sports, you know, throughout your entire life, and then going through what you went through, and then now putting your energy into wheelchair basketball, like, that is a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that, like, that is what, like, we want the listener to hear, because your story is so inspiring, and it's inspired us.
Yeah.
And I know it's going to inspire everyone that's listening. And I hope you know that you are, you know,
Epic.
literally incredible.
Epic.
Well, thank you.
Just like, I mean, I hate to tie it back to myself, but like, I think about what I went through in basketball, the injuries that I went through in basketball, and just like all the times where I just felt like, oh my gosh, poor me. Like, it couldn't get any worse.
Yeah.
You know, and then I hear your story, and it's just so humbling